Oh, clever bastard, aren't you? Hey guys, CK here. We're gonna do some taming today. Basically, the purpose of this video is to show those of you who don't know how to tame, basically how to tame. I'm gonna run you through the process of getting ready for the tame. Knocking out the dinosaur, the process of the tame, and so on and so forth. So, it's not my typical type of video, but I've been wanting to do this for a while. I actually have like a 5 or 6 page list made of how I actually wanted to do this. So I've actually been getting ready for this one for quite a while, and I really hope you guys enjoy. I hope it helps at least one person out. So let's get to it. Alright, the first thing you guys need to do is decide what you want to tame. If you're a lower level character and you're pretty new to the game, I would think about taming a lower level beast, like this guy right here. They're fairly easy to knock out. The only problem is when you're a low level character and you don't have any range weapons is they run. And so what I try to do is I just chase them until they run into a rock, get themselves stuck, punch them in the face, and knock them out. You can actually tame these guys on the fly. Basically knock them out, throw some berries on them, go collect more berries while it's taming. So it's pretty easy. And they make great pack mules and just overall mount for a new character. Next, you got these guys right here, and they're lower level, in my opinion, a little bit easier to tame than most things. Well, easier than taming this guy. You can tame him on the fly as well, but I recommend at least stockpiling a few stacks of berries, of narco berries and regular berries. I believe his preferred berry is the Mijo berry, which will tame him a little bit quicker than regular berries, and he's pretty good for gathering. For a lower level character, it's a little harder to take on. What I would do is use a slingshot on him if you're new, and at least unlock the slingshot, then knock him out with some rocks. Otherwise, you might take a lot of damage trying to punch him in the face. Then you got guys like him. You got to be careful when knocking these guys out. They will fly away as soon as you hit them once. So I recommend using a tranquilizer dart or a trank arrow on him. Or if you can somehow manage to hit him several times with a slingshot, perfect. But you got to be careful. I would just use a regular bow, not a compound bow or a crossbow. I believe it does do more damage to him, even if you do use a tranquilizer, the trank arrow. So be careful. I've killed plenty of these guys using a trank arrow, but usually it only takes 1 or 2 to knock them out. They're pretty weak. These guys obviously are a little bit harder. I would just range them with a trank and knock them out. And obviously those guys are bastards. I mean, these guys do a lot of damage, the Brontos. The sharks, I think I've actually used a tranquilizer arrow on them a few times, but normally I just punch them in the face. I'll just, bring them up. I'll kite them to the beach and then get them close enough where I can actually punch them, and I can just keep punching them in the face until you knock them out. It's really not that hard, especially if it's a lower level shark. These guys I would definitely range. They're, higher end dinos, so yeah. But if you're watching this video, and you're learning how to tame, chances are you're a newer player or you're a low level character. And like I said, just tame one of the low level guys for now, just to get a feel of how to do it. It's really easy to do, and yeah. Alright guys, the first thing you want to do is decide what you want to actually tame. If you're a new character or low level character and you want to just have a basic mount or a pack mule, just tame the parasaur or the little pig thing, the whatever. The Fomia or Pomia, whatever the fuck it's called. Tame one of those. They're really easy to tame. You can actually tame them on the fly, like I said. And otherwise, if you want something task specific, like for harvesting, find out what you need or what you want and what dino works best for what you want, and go ahead and tame that. Some dinosaurs you're going to want to prep ahead of time for, like the Spino, you're going to want to save up a bunch of narcotics and have everything ready. Once you have him going, you can then, go around and gather prime meat while he's taming to kind of speed up the process. Unless you have a bunch of kibble made, then just use that. Now, you need to decide what you want to do, or what you want to use to actually knock him out. You can use your fist, you can use a trank arrow, or you can use a slingshot. For brand new characters that don't have anything else, or you're out of ammo or whatever, just use your fist. A lot of dinosaurs can be knocked out easily by punching them over and over. If you leveled up enough to make a slingshot, I recommend using that because you can knock them out pretty quick with slingshot. Otherwise, if you have a bow and you unlock the trank, which is right there, go ahead and just make one of those and make a bunch of trank arrows. It saves a lot of time. Alright, so some dinosaurs are actually going to run from you when you try to hit them. If you want to tame the pterodactyl, like I said, you're going to want to use an arrow. You can knock them out a lot quicker. Now with these guys, you can knock them out by just punching them, but they will run. So what I do is get as many hits as I can. He's not even moving. He must be stuck. Let's go ahead and get him unstuck so I can show you. So anyways, this is what you do. You get him on a rock like this and just keep punching him. Oh, there we go. Alright, now he's knocked out. So yeah, that's one way to knock them out. Another way to knock animals out, or dinosaurs, is to use an arrow. You got your tranquilizer arrow. Go ahead and equip that. Normally I don't use the crossbow because it does do a lot of damage, or does some damage. But you just shoot them. Usually you wait about 4 seconds in between shots because it'll do a 200% damage. It's 200% of the weapon damage, and then you wait 4 seconds. Over that 4 seconds, it'll do another 250%. Some guys like this, all it takes is one, but it took him down by half his health. Now also, you can use the slingshot. The one thing I love about the slingshot is the fact that you can just pick up ammo on the go. When you run out of ammo, you just unequip it, go run around, press E, and bam, you just got a bunch of ammo really quick. Anyways, this is another one. You're going to want to shoot him in the head with this as well. Where'd he go? Okay. Oh, I'll show you this real quick. This guy you're going to want to shoot, and usually it only takes one. One shot and he's down, but it almost killed him too. But just hit him in the head over and over and it'll knock him out. So there you have it. Those are the 3 ways you can actually knock out a dinosaur. The 3 ways that I know about. You can punch it, shoot it with an arrow, a trank arrow, or a slingshot. Alright, so now that I showed you the few ways you can actually knock out a dinosaur to tame them, there are some ways that you don't. Let's say, for instance, let's use my spear on this guy. Let's see what happens. Oh, it didn't knock him out. Alright, let's go ahead and use a gun. What happens when you use a gun to try to knock him out? Shit, that didn't knock him out either. Wonder if this will knock something out. Damn it, sniper rifle doesn't work either. No, that didn't do it either. So obviously guns do not work for knocking out dinosaurs to tame. Now what about the narcotic traps? There are traps out there that will, there's some that will actually ring an alarm, and there's some that will actually use narcotics to knock things out. It won't kill them, but it'll knock them out. Can you tame them by doing that? Well, let's find out. Alright, so he's knocked out. Can you tame him? No, you can't. Now, they actually mentioned this when they release the traps. It would be actually really cool if you could. Oh, shit. He's still mad at me for shooting him earlier. Any more of your friends coming after me? Alright. So, like I said, you cannot tame... You cannot use the narcotic trap to tame anything, which I think is kind of unfortunate. I mean, you're knocking the fucker out. You should be able to tame him. Alright, so, now, can we actually knock out or use a bear trap to knock one of these guys out? Well, let's find out. Oh, clever bastard, aren't you? Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, there we go. Alright, let's punch him in the face. Bam, bam, bam. Oh, look at that. You can. It did quite a bit of damage still, but I think the other one was hurt more just by me punching it. So yeah, you can use a trap to catch him and just knock him in the face. Alright, now if you're anything like me, you like to prepare ahead of time and make sure you have everything on you for your tame. If you're taming on the fly, like I said, some of the low level beasts like the dodos or the parasaurs, you knock them out and you can actually just pick the berries as you're taming. You know, you can pick berries fast enough to keep them knocked out and tamed at the same time. Now the higher level beasts, I don't recommend doing that. It's okay to knock them out, throw some raw meat on there, and you know, go hunt for prime meat. If you go ahead and use the prime meat instead of the raw meat on a carnivore, they're going to tame 4 times faster. If you use cooked prime meat, it's going to be 2 times faster. Now, if you use kibble, if you use the preferred kibble on that dinosaur, they're going to tame 5 times faster than normal. Brontos are the only exception. They tame 8 times faster by using their preferred kibble. We're going to tame a parasaur. They're right here. They're easy to tame. And yeah, we'll just do that instead. Alright, now he's hurt pretty badly, so you want to make sure that nothing comes and attacks him because it will kill him. But that's another thing, you want to make sure they don't take much damage or any damage at all while they're knocked out, because you will lose your taming effectiveness. Now, to gain most, or to keep most of your gaining effectiveness, you want to use kibble, because the longer it takes to tame them, the longer it will, or the less effectiveness you get. Motherfucking cocksucker. Alright, now that the thing's knocked out, since we have all of our berries on us, we don't have the right kibble because I decided to tame something else. Just throw the berries on him and he'll start to eat them automatically. Let's say, for instance, I have other berries on here. He will eat his preferred berry. If I had the right kibble, he would eat that instead. The kibble would tame him pretty quick. Anyways, you throw the narcotics on him and you see his purple bar where it says unconscious. That will eventually run out. You want to make sure that does not run out while he's taming. If it does, he'll wake up. To keep him knocked out, you select this or the narco berries. Make sure it's selected or highlighted like that, and you hit remote use. And you'll see his torpor starting to go back up. Just keep him knocked out and make sure his taming goes up. You know, make sure he doesn't run out of food, and eventually he'll finish taming. You can see where it says taming effectiveness is at 60%. I could keep that at around 100% if I had used kibble. He would have already been tamed by now, because this guy's taming pretty quick. Also, if you have stem berries, do not use them on him. I'm pretty sure he won't eat them automatically. I'm almost certain he won't eat them. But don't select them and hit remote use, because it will force him to wake up. It'll speed up how far or how fast his torpor goes down. So just throw the berries on him. The only thing you should hit remote use are narcotics. Now, I was told that since he's such low health, I might actually be able to speed up his healing while he's knocked out. So let's see if that works. No. So you cannot heal your guy while he's knocked out by force feeding him food. So that was wrong. Some dinosaurs you're going to want to sit there and watch. I mean, this guy's pretty low health. All it takes is one thing coming up and hitting him and he's dead. But a lot of times you're going to run around, you're going to go pick berries or harvest, whatever you need to do to keep him fed. But you're going to want to come make sure that he does not wake up. So he's actually pretty low, or his torpor got pretty low. So let's go ahead and raise that back up. Now, narco berries give you 8 torpor per berry when you click on it. Narcotics give you 40. So basically it's the same as it would take to actually craft. It takes 5 berries to create a narcotic. 5 berries and 1 raw meat. But they don't decay. So you can actually stockpile the stuff, which is really nice. Alright, now this guy's almost done. I don't remember if they heal all the way when they tame. Ha! That was a legitimate mistake. I meant to type Ducky. Alright, so Ducky is still damaged pretty bad. I thought they healed up all the way, but they don't. Now, I think once they are actually awake and tamed, you can speed up the tame process. Or not tame, the healing process by force feeding them. I think. Well, maybe not. Alright guys, that's how you tame a dinosaur. Obviously carnivores are going to require different foods to tame them, but it's the same process. You throw the food on them to start the tame, you make sure they do not run out of food, otherwise the tame will reverse, and make sure they stayed knocked out. It's a simple process. Alright, we're going to attempt to tame the Spino over here. I wonder if he'll even hit that. Yeah, he's got several arrows sticking out of him. Shit, I hope that Bronto doesn't kill him. Oh shit, that is him. Alright, I thought it was a T-Rex for a second. Shit. He's fucking eating everything. Alright, he is knocked out. Go ahead and throw you on there. Go ahead and top you off. Alright, we're going to go get some prime meat, and we'll be back. Alright, guys. I went ahead and went and gathered some prime meat. Sure hope I have plenty of time left on it. Yeah, fuck, I don't know. By the time I get this on him, I don't think he'll be able to eat it all. I might be able to eat a couple of them. But this is what I usually do. I'll throw some raw meat on there like this, go gather some prime meat, and usually I won't do more than 3 or 4 before I come back and throw them on that, because by the time you actually get more and come back, it'll start decaying on you, and he won't have enough time to eat it all. I mean, you have to wait for this to go down by, I think it's like 50 or 60 for him to eat, and that takes time. So, you know, once you do it, you only have enough time to do like 3 or 4 before it starts going bad. So that's basically, you know, how you tame these guys. If you want to do it quicker, you're gonna want to go hunt for prime meat or have kibble pre-made so you can tame them a lot quicker. If you do just raw meat, it's gonna take hours to do this. All right, let's see how big of a boost. I missed some of it, so I think you get a pretty big boost by using kibble on this guy. Should be pretty close. He's only used 3 or 4 kibble, and he's already tamed quite a bit. See, he's right before the T. Yeah, I got him right almost towards the middle of M, so that was a massive boost just from 1 kibble. I mean, this guy's going to tame pretty quick by doing this, so yeah, that's awesome. So if you can, use kibble. It'll save you a lot of time. Alright, so when I started this guy, I was at 50 kibble, and I had already been using some raw meat and prime for a little bit. I think I would have kept most of my taming effectiveness, or actually almost 100%, but even at 90%, that's pretty awesome. Even though at such a low level, it's not going to benefit me too much. It's just basically shows you that you can keep most of it if you use kibble. I think one more kibble and we got this, actually. Yeah, one more kibble and we should have this. Any second. Oh yeah, there we go. Call you Smexy Beast. Look at you. Oh, and your mate boosted. Oh, Spino, I got you a friend. Well, you're welcome. Yeah. Look at that. I got 2 Spinos. I can't complain about that. Alright, guys. I'm going to get these 2 fuckers home, and I think I might call it a night. That was a long process. She's sniffing his butt. They kind of do hop around like dogs. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope it helped at least one person out. You know, I tried to make it as informative as possible, but obviously I have a hard time speaking in a microphone. I mean, I mumble half the time. Dup, 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 dup. So, yeah. I apologize for that. I do try to edit out most of it because, trust me, it's a lot worse than I make it seem to be. You know, half the time I'm stumbling, trying to find what words to use, and I'm really not that dumb, I promise. Anyways, I appreciate you guys watching my video. If you did, please leave a like. If you have any questions or comments, please do not hesitate to leave a message in the comment section below. I try to answer all questions. You know, if you did like my videos and you'd like to see more, please hit the subscribe button. It means the world to me. It really does, and it actually motivates me to keep making videos. I really appreciate you guys watching, guys. Bye.